Welcome to another episode of It's Tough Love. I'm your host, Ryan Dott. With me today is a very, very lovely guest. Lexi, say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
Hey, people. Now, for those that know me, obviously know Lex, a close personal friend. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And you've always been a supporter of my projects and things like that. And this is the first time we actually got you on camera.
I know.
Or on the show.
The show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this material is going to work. I think everybody can connect with it. You know, you've always been a close personal friend to me, and I was just informed that we are going on 15 years. We just hit 15 years, which is
a couple months ago. No.
Absolutely incredible. The fact that we met when Bean was just being born.
I used to take her to the bathroom, and she was like, "People can't see the floor, so I'm gonna use this thing." And she was like, "This big."
She was a munchkin. Remember that? Starburst and running around.
That's right. Gotta love her.
Yeah, she's the best. I saw her store today, but we'll get into it. Where she works. She's a good kid. She has a boyfriend. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about all that shit. So, for those that don't know, Lex, give the people the story on how you became, basically my big sister, my role model, and how you've been incorporated as, and I wouldn't even call you an honorary Doherty. You are a Doherty. You know what I mean?
Fucking straight. All right. So about 15. Well, God, now more. No, yeah. About 16 years ago, I moved to Rhode Island. My first full year here. I started playing hockey, and Ryan's dad, who is absolutely freaking awesome.
Get in the shot.
Coop.
Come on, the people want to see your gorgeous face. Get in there.
Want to see it.
Get in there.
Anyway, John was my amazing coach, and I played with Ryan's little but not littlest sister, Shannon.
Shout out to Shannon.
Shout out to Shan. We went to Toronto, Canada that year, and I was going through a lot. My parents got divorced. My mom started seeing someone new. Kind of had a lot going on. Didn't know how to handle it, and Ryan's parents kind of caved in and saved the day for me.
Caved in. Caved in. You were welcome with open arms. Caved in.
That's right.
John, I'm gonna get a text about that now.
No, but they saved the day, and now I've been stuck with this guy ever since.
Yes, you've been dealing with my bullshit for a very long time, and you will continue to do so. Yeah, what an amazing story. Like, it's always interesting. The hockey community really brings people together, and I mean, that's a joke in and of itself, just like with all the fucking bullshit that we see. But
fair. So,
yeah, I remember. Well, John tells it completely different. We have to have Coop on the show, but
we do.
Shout out to Coop. Cooper always defines it completely differently. So when she signed up on my dad's team for Toronto and things like that, she's always very extremely protective in nature, and Dad always said that. He always said, if anyone fucked with anybody, Lex was coming in hot with the hands, and you don't want those hands. You don't want those hands.
Or you do. I don't know.
Or you do. Oh, hello. Now it's a party. But it's true, and you've always been protective in nature. You've always been very protective of me, very protective of my family, and that's why you're not even honorary. You are a Doherty. And so, yeah. There's so much to say, but still at the same time.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, but, that story could take all day, so,
It's funny, we've got all day.
Yeah, well,
this is our show. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
I wish I did. Yeah. No, but your family is absolutely amazing, and I love them, especially Coop.
Yeah, we have a great support system, and sure we're very, very lucky, to say the least. Now, we got to focus on the tough love. Tough love. And we're going to fill the people in on your role that you play in my life, because
sorry, people.
because every time I fuck up, you help me out.
You don't always fuck up.
I don't know. Right. I don't always fuck up.
Contrary to popular belief, people, he is actually a really nice guy with a nice heart. Okay.
Big heart, dumb head. Well, it's interesting because, like, there's so many different scenarios, right? So, when I was here, and I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I was dating somebody, and you always helped me out with that because I was younger. I was like 16,
Mm-hmm.
and that was difficult.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to New York, I was dating somebody else, and you helped a lot through that. And then even today at 26, you always help me out too.
Always.
So, take the people. I know you're not a big talker. I'm a very big talker. Just elaborate a little bit on not a casual situation, but a normal phone call or a text that you would get that you had to deal with my shit going on.
I mean, yeah, okay. It's basically started since you were younger. I mean, back in the day, if any of you young folks remember the AIM, it's AOL Instant Messenger for you.
Yeah,
I mean, we talk, and I, have to IM somebody for you, and kind of like, not talk you up because you definitely took care of that, but definitely just kind of help you.
The ego plays.
In any kind of way, Ryan likes you. Ryan's a good guy. Whatever. I mean, if you want to go to New York, your ex in New York, man, every time there was an issue, whether it was 9 o'clock at night or 1 a.m., there was a phone call, like, oh man, I did this or I didn't do this, but she.
Right, you'd call. I'd get the call. I get call.
I didn't.
What did you do?
Yeah, because I'd get.
Did you do it?
Because I'd get a text or
did you do it?
Or I should say again another AIM from so and so. We don't name names here.
Yeah, no names here.
Right.
Like
I'm like, well, that's weird
show?
because I know he's in New York and I'm not there, but I'm pretty sure Ryan's in bed right now. But is Ryan in bed? I mean,
yeah,
no one knows.
we have to confirm facts.
Ryan, are you in bed? I'm like, just say yes, please, God. It's 1 a.m. I want to go to bed. But no, I mean any situation, even now with every breakup, whatever it is, just,
right. So we bounce a lot off of each other, like our shit going on.
Absolutely.
And because everyone's fighting a battle that nobody knows about. Everyone's hurting somewhere, and you're either up, you're down, you're on your way, or something like that. And it's hard out there.
I mean, I think my favorite thing about having you is that no matter what it is that I'm thinking, it could be something so simple or something so huge, I can text that to you. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure a lot of people have that, because sometimes people just don't listen, or they don't respond, or they don't care, I guess you could say. But just knowing that I can text you even if it's about a freaking song or something stupid or seeing the person.
You did that. You did 2 days ago. That was awesome.
But whatever it is, it's like that there's going to be a real genuine
it don't
response.
hurt. It don't hurt like
it don't hurt like it used to, ladies and gentlemen. It does not. But seriously, I mean, just knowing that you have that, something so simple, because most people don't realize that it might not be much to someone else, but if you're down, or even if it's like something that you feel great about, just being able to say that to somebody makes like such a difference,
Yeah.
Because holding that in, whether it's great or bad, is not what you need to do. You need to express yourself no matter what it is. Fucking scream it. I don't care. Do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that, and it's totally true. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do without the support system that I have. Like you're incredible because you give the female perspective, and you tell me if I'm wrong. You make it a point to tell me if I'm wrong. You say, right, you're a fucking idiot. Like, no, you're not. No, you're wrong.
Right.
And you also tell me when I'm right. Like,
right.
no, you have a good point. You don't pick sides. You just pick facts. Right? Facts only here on the show. It's tough love.
It is tough
love.
And
Slats and Shauno, they're the best. They're they're tier 1, but they're also the same perspective as I am. It's a male perspective, right? It's a little bit different.
Right.
So, I mean, you've gotten plenty of phone call. Plenty of phone call of a lot of issues. But
I'm okay with that. I bring it on,
Yeah, well, your problem is you're a lover.
No.
That's your biggest.
That's
your biggest. That's your biggest. that's your biggest.
I know. I always want people to love. We live in a really bad world. That's why everybody be loved. That's all.
It's a tough time right now. It's a tough time out there. Not even just in regards to relationships, which is what our show is about, but just overall.
Yeah.
Overall, we're going through a tough time. Like, I don't know why, we can't all unite and just everybody love everybody.
I agree.
You know, it's more somebody hits somebody.
Somebody hits, just more.
Which is appropriate at times.
You have to, but it's just sad. But
yeah.
But anyway, like, to go along with that, we all have friends that are good for this and good for partying and good for whatever. But to really have someone there, just it says a lot. It means a lot.
Yeah.
So
it's funny that you just said that because you have different friends for different situations. Mm-hmm. But our, I don't want to say unit, but our connection is no matter the scenario, no matter what, like you can call, text, and even just the partying thing. It's like, hey, I'm going to this, or meet me here. If not, no big deal. Yeah. But if you want to, great.
Right.
It'll work out. Like you can get that call or text anytime, and I think that's really great. That's something special. That's not something that you can force. It's just something that naturally happens.
Yeah.
So we're doing a new movement. We just came up with it today. Positive Saturdays. Hashtag Positive Saturdays.
Right.
Cheers to Positive Saturdays.
Hope y'all are having a positive Saturday. Great day for you.
It's
beautiful outside.
It's incredible.
It's absolutely. Fall. Could we ask for a better fall so far?
I'm gonna get pumpkin spice up my ass.
Pumpkin spice herd.
It's incredible.
Pumpkin spice in this Bermuda.
How was Bermuda?
Bermuda was amazing.
Oh my god.
Best time of my life.
I went to Toronto.
I hear it's nice there. How's the weather?
Chilly.
Heard.
Maple leaves falling like motherfuckers. But
literally.
So. Yeah, so we're doing Positive Saturdays, right? Because, like I said, everyone's going through something that they either don't want to talk about, or it's something that they go in their room and they are alone with it, and it's a struggle. It's something that you think about before you go to bed, and it's something that you think about when you wake up, and it really just encases your mind with negativity. And there are people out there that support you. You're gonna be okay.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's cliche, but it's always darkest before dawn. Like you're going to be okay in the long run.
Right.
It's something that you think about. It's something that you learn from. That is what I have learned.
But not only that, you're right. But also, I think with the Positive Saturday theme, it can't get better if you're not positive. And
right. My God.
If you want to go with what we're here for, it's tough love. It can't get better for you if you're not positive. I understand that there are days that are dark. We've been there. We've both been in love. And I'm not talking about that stupid 7th grade shit or the stupid stuff people are posting about now. Like, we've both been in real love. Like, you're it for me. Didn't work out. But it was tough. And it's still tough because if anybody knows, if you're really in love, that doesn't just go away.
No.
But if you're not positive, what the hell are you doing? Your days don't get better.
No.
Like, they can't get better. You have to be positive, and you have to work through it, and you have to have people like him around, and you can't just, sit in your room and be depressed or post these stupid quotes everywhere, and you just can't do it. If you're not positive, you got nothing. I'm sorry, you really don't.
So I've gotten a lot of texts and emails saying, I love what you're doing. I'm dealing with some stuff, or I've dealt with some stuff, and I think it's really great. It's like, guys. If you don't have that support, I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky. I have my support system. People don't. This is us. This is the support system. You know what I mean? This is why our generation needs to come together and support each other.
Absolutely.
And love each other, and be by us in these tough times, because it's a struggle out there. It really is. Getting hurt.
Yeah.
Emotionally is way worse than getting hurt physically.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you can recover. There is a timetable for getting hurt physically, opposed to mentally and emotionally. And that's a really big struggle. What was or is your did you have a defining moment where you woke up or you saw something and you were like, that didn't hurt as bad as I thought it was going to?
Honestly, not really until recently, when I got a text message and it was just like, I could have fun with it. I had an ex and I just messed around with it. Like, who are you? A new phone, who dis?
New phone, who dis?
But seriously, I mean, because
like Jennifer Aniston.
Before that, it's you're answering right away, or even if you're not, it hurts. Like it hurts, and I'm not saying it didn't. A part of me didn't hurt because real love is real love.
Yeah.
But when you get that text and it doesn't bother you as much, seeing the number, knowing who it is doesn't really get to you. It's still sad, but it's a good moment, like just to know that, like, wow, with myself and the time and surrounding myself with great people and doing awesome things and not stopping my life for someone. I'm here, I made it. Like, whether or not I ever find someone that's great, which I'm sure I will, I'm here, I'm good, I'm positive. Like, good things are my way,
It's funny that you say that, and this is actually, this is personal, but we are on the show. I think it's interesting because your biggest thing is you're a supporter. You've always been a supporter. You've always been light. You've always, like, the light. You've always been Positive Saturdays. And you need somebody to rise to that level. You need somebody to be there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can be hot. We could have a good time and shit like that. But you need to connect with me on that level.
Absolutely, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would be shocked if anyone could rival your ability to support.
You know what's funny to go with that? I think the biggest thing for me in my past relationship, if you will, that really brought me down was when you find out someone is not who you thought they were. And I don't mean in like, oh, I thought you were this great, like, humanitarian. No, fuck that. I mean, like, you thought they were, I don't want to say as good of a person as you, because that's not fair. But I mean, like, you thought they were family-oriented, or you thought that their friends meant the world, that they were hardworking, or that your morals and your values were the same.
Yeah.
And that's why you love them. Like, you love them because of that. And then you find out, oh, no, you dropped me. Oh, you don't give a fuck. Or, goals. And it's just like, and you're like,
you're right.
Because
goals and family orientation.
Because it's never about wasting time. We don't waste time here. Ryan and I,
no.
we don't regret. There's no regrets here. There's no wasting time. We don't ever look at anything like that. But to think somebody was something and you find out they weren't, I think that hurts more than the broken heart, honestly.
Yeah, that's got to be
devastating.
Devastating.
Whoa, I loved you because of this, but really you're this. Shit.
Yeah, and you find out later, and now you have that emotional connection, but you're not what.
And then it's always fun when people are like, well, now you know this, like, forget about him, drop him. But you're like, I do know this, but the love was created and the love is there. So even if like, I can tell you right now, with my ex, love you, always will, but I would never take you back, ever. But it doesn't take away the love. It would just have to be me being stronger to be like, you fucking suck as a person. Yeah. Goodbye.
Okay.
But really, what I mean?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Because you have to like get over the fact that you definitely love the person because you realize
you went for it. I love it. I love it. This is what we do on the show. We fuck with people.
Goodbye.
That's all right.
We do fuck with.
We're in 18 minutes anyway, so I assume hopefully people will just sign off at that point.
Fuck that. Keep watching.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. It's like you're sold on you're sold on X. And you're given Y, it's like, come on, dude. Like, you as a person, you're sold on head to toe and the day to day, but overall, garbage.
I do think it's interesting though how people, for however long you date, I mean, Ryan 2 years, me fucking almost 2, whatever you guys got going on. It is very interesting though how you as a person and whatever may be going on in that person's life could make them seem a certain way. And then all of a sudden they're just something completely different. And it's just like, whoa. You're like, damn, like how did they for 2 years make you think they were this when they're really this?
Oh yeah.
And it's just kind of like very like,
oh, it's shocking.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
It's like,
I mean,
you're like, I know I'm good, but I'm not that good. So it's like, what the
right. I had this conversation last night with a friend who's going through some stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, no names on this show.
No names on this show. Sorry, guys.
But, I think I gave him great advice, and back to the point that I was going to make before making my new point, because my fucking mind is like, it's everywhere.
I love it.
So regardless of how long you date and all that shit, like I dated my ex for 2 years.
Yeah.
It took me it has taken me over a year to get over that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I still have my moments. I still have my, and you get them. You get all the texts. You know exactly when I'm down or I'm like, getting fucked up with that shit. Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't matter how long you dated or how long you were together. It's about what it was. Right, what you know what I mean? And
definitely.
And it's funny. And the advice that I gave last night for a buddy who had just recently broken up with his girlfriend of a long time, I said, do 2 things. 1, do not check up on her or him.
Yeah.
Do not check up on your significant other or ex. Don't check up on your ex.
Right.
Don't check up on your ex. And when you when you meet somebody, do not compare.
No, you can never compare.
Do not compare.
You can
ever
in your own sense. If this is the only way you can ever compare, this is what in my
that opinion, person that you met will always lose.
Correct. Once again, personal opinion. Y'all don't have to agree, but I think the only way you can compare is if connection wise. And by that I mean, if you don't feel it, you're not ever gonna feel it. Ever. Like, so don't.
Oh, yeah.
So don't be like, oh, well, it wasn't as good as this. No. If it's not there, it's not there. That's the only way I think you can compare. Don't compare the person to the person. But, like, if you had a crazy connection with them, then don't settle. Don't ever settle.
This is why we bring you on the show. Is because
someone else, you're going to meet someone else, and that connection is going to be even better than them. So don't ever settle for but other than that, you can't compare. Oh, they like fucking purple and they like green. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. But you can't ever do that. But connection-wise, you're going to find someone that's even more of a connection than them. So don't ever settle for that fucking aspect. But you can't compare 2 different people because no one ever is the same. That's what makes America
that
great.
person will always lose
because
it's preference at that point, and that's tough. Yeah. And I think that may or may not have been my biggest problem. I mean, I've dated, I've dated, and I've just been like,
okay, yeah,
you know what I mean,
yeah,
and that's tough. But now it's more, let's see where this goes.
But I also think in that aspect, part of that is the fact that because I know it's been like about a year, almost a year since I separated or parted ways with whatever the hell you want to call it. But I didn't want to date. Like I could be in like 6 relationships right now, which would be kind of cool. But like I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to actually make it a thing. You know, and I think that's part of
ye old thing.
With you, you didn't want to make it a thing. And, I think sometimes people don't realize that it's okay to not be ready for that. I think the first time I was ready for something was probably like maybe a month ago, and it didn't work out, and that's okay. But like it took me, 9-10 months to even want to think about a relationship.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Well, but I think difficult. A lot of people just can't be alone. Awkward.
It's tough because I'm a guy.
You are.
I'm a guy that, when I get alone or am alone, this shit starts racing.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, you
like,
start thinking,
it starts racing, and I start fucking shooting off shit,
yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, all this shit. But it's always interesting where if you can admit to yourself that you're not ready, I think that's huge.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can say, you know what? I'm not ready to date someone. I'm not ready to connect with somebody. Mm-hmm. Because guys, right? What's the first thing that you do when you break up? You go out and you chase tail.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that you do. Like, you're supposed to back me up in saying, like, oh, girls don't do that. They stay at home and eat ice cream and be sad. No, they fuck. Everyone goes out and they try to fuck.
I don't even know if they necessarily do that, but nowadays with the apps...
No, don't try to protect me. We're on the show.
With the apps... With the apps these days, come on. I give it like a week until a girl's like, Bumble, yeah.
It's like the first thing you want to do is like replacement.
Well,
not even a physical or sexual thing. It's like the first thing you want to do is replacement.
And you know what? To go with that, I think that's more of a new thing. Because I'm not even, I mean, we're both not old.
No.
At all. And I just think, I can think back to like, you know, my longest relationship was 5.5 years. And I can think back to like when we broke up. That was never even a thought because there was no Tinder. There was no Bumble. There was no Match. There was no anything like that. And nowadays people think that they can just replace. Even though you can't fucking replace a connection.
Right.
Sure, you can fucking match with somebody, go blow them, and go right ahead. But that's not going to make you feel any better about you or yourself. I'll blow you right now.
I love this show. I can't post on Facebook now. I have work people. God damn it. No, they don't watch my shit. It's fine. Is that a story? Is that a story that you're willing to tell? Because I honestly think that story is one of the most interesting. They have a TV show about it now. I think that is one of the most.
No, we're not talking about that.
All right, okay.
I will tell you though about that ex. Till this day, we broke up. God, what year is it? 2016. Okay, so like over 7 years ago, I still get text messages. I got a text the other day. Oh, can we go to dinner? I'm not trying to get with you. I think we could be friends. No. No. And not in a mean way because, like, you were a huge part of my life, and I'm very, as Ryan said, I'm a lover, so I care about people, but there's just no point.
Right, no.
To go with the exes, at some point, you gotta let it go, and I'll obviously way over it, but also, like, there's just no need for the friendship, anything. If something ever happened to you, oh my God, I'd be mortified, but that's as far as it goes,
right.
You know? I care about your well-being, and that's it, and that's how it should be, because in order to really be with someone else, you have to let go of that.
Do you care about their well-being?
No.
I don't care about their well-being. I wrote a piece on that, and it never got published because I thought it was shit. But, when people this is interesting. We're going on a completely different route. But I always thought that it was so interesting when people got back with their exes. Like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Right.
Like, people change for 3 months at a time to get back. Like,
right.
And I think and this was my biggest thing, and this is the realization that I've come to terms with, is that do I want my ex back, or do I want her back because she's my ex, and it's the chase, right?
Right.
And that's the biggest thing. And it's like, all right, so, let's get back. And this is any ex. This isn't any specific ex. This is literally any ex at any stage in my life. You know what I mean? Right. Do I want my ex, or do I want it to go back to the way it was because that was an easier time for me, you know? And I came to the realization, I was like, no, because 3 months down the line, and that's being generous,
probably going with the month and a half.
It's going to go back down to the way it was. The first argument, she'd be like, you're fucking back. See, this is probably like, you know what I mean?
And that was like, I told one of my exes forever ago. I was like, listen, like, I would just literally never, depending on your issues, because everybody has different issues.
Right, and this is
something else.
Yeah, this is just us.
One of my exes, had cheated on me, whatever, and I was just like, I would literally never trust you. You could never do anything wrong ever again. Right. But I would still never. I said we would fight over shit that doesn't matter, and I'm not even like that. I let people do whatever the hell they want. Which I guess... Yeah,
you're not overbearing. You're not overbearing
I guess that's kind of my problem. That's probably why you cheated. But like, I let people do whatever they want, but I would never trust you.
I didn't know you cheated.
Yeah, it's okay. You win some, you lose some. I'm better off, man.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Kind of shit.
You know what's funny? Like, that's such a learning perspective because you know me.
You're a good guy.
Huge cheater. Was a huge cheater for a very long time. But... when you get to the level of responsibility and shit that, like, and respect that we have now, it's completely different. Like, you can't do that shit. Like, that's somebody that's fucking counting on you and believes in you and all that shit. Like, that's not something that I understood for a very long time.
Yeah.
I'll carry. Go ahead, I'll carry.
Are you sure?
I'm fine.
You can't pause?
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
You're
you're good. You gotta pee. She got to pee. It's all right.
All that BS.
But, I mean, that's what I'm saying is it's not... Once you find somebody who not only believes in you, but shares your goals, shares your responsibilities and things like that, it completely changes the game. Like, you can't... Hooking up with I don't want to say a random, but like hooking up with somebody else while you're in a relationship, while it's fucked up, yeah, it's also not that big of a deal if it's just whatever. But if you have a life with somebody, if you're building something with someone else, because being out here by yourself is a fucking nightmare, and you have to work twice as hard, you don't have that support system. You're fucking that person over, and that's incredible. I was thinking, I was literally thinking the other day, I was like, fuck, I wonder how many relationships, can you grab a couple of beers? I wonder how many relationships that I've been in that I've been cheated on. I wonder how many times I've been cheated on.
0.
I don't know that to be true.
I think it's very true.
There's got to be one. There's got to be one. Well, then I've dated some great girls and I've fucked up a lot of shit in my life.
0.
But I mean, it's tough. It is tough love. But it's a very, very difficult perspective to be in. Where
this is brought to you by Bud Light. Thank you, Patriots.
3-0, nothing to worry about. Gonna win the Super Bowl.
True.
But just to recap a little bit, because you're repeating.
Ryan has toilet paper, everybody. Just so we're clear.
Multiple roles.
I'm so proud.
Well, she left me, fucking.
I get it now. I get it.
She used to buy the toilet paper and the fucking shampoo and all shit. I haven't washed my hair in fucking 3 months.
I'm going with 1.5 years, but that works.
But hey, like the whole cheating thing, like you can't do that shit anymore. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand how somebody can cheat on their wife. I don't understand that. Like that's because that you've signed up. That's your partner in life. Because life is very, very difficult. Life is very, very difficult, and you have to have a teammate. And
well, I also don't.
You're gonna fuck over your own team.
But even to go with that, we've all made mistakes. We've all done things that we're probably not proud of.
I've made all the mistakes.
No, but listen, but here's my thing. Not only how can they do it? Like, I could never. I'm sorry, if you have listen, like I said, we've all done things, but if you have a ring on your finger, I'm not touching you. Like, I don't even know how other people are the ones that do that with them. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't.
Like, I'm not condoning any kind of whatever. It is what it is. Everybody, you never know. Like, it's whatever. But a ring, it's like, what can they say to you that makes you do that? There's nothing. Because you're married.
Yeah, I think it's disgusting.
And a lot of times you're married with kids, so I don't know
That's
how
another thing. It's like you're gonna fuck up your entire life to catch this one dick.
One boxy.
Which was probably mediocre at best.
Probably, because they probably haven't had sex in 2 or 3 years since they're married. But yeah, I'm with you.
That's another thing. That's interesting to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, neither of us are married, so we don't know. It's like. What, does that lust die?
See,
I think funny.
I've never been able to understand it because any kind of relationship I've ever been in, and like I said, okay, you haven't put an actual ring on me, but it's never died in any, and I've been in long, relationships, so I'm just like, I don't get that. I also don't get how you let it die, I guess is my biggest thing. You're not, if you're not attractive, what the fuck you doing? Right, so. And if it's not that, then still, what are you doing? Like, how would you let it get to that? If you are attractive, then what are you not doing jumping on the rope? I don't get it, like. I'm about to jump on you now.
I'm choosing the people. My biggest thing is, here's my philosophy. It's not even my biggest thing. How many times have I fucking said that today? My philosophy is humor. I think funny will carry an entire marriage and make it sexy and make it alive. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, if you can laugh, I always see those posts. I see it on Facebook all the time. It's like, you want to be mad at your kid, but he just did something fucking hilarious. Mm-hmm. Like, keep that in your relationship. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, fuck with your wife. Fuck with your husband.
Laughter and happiness go hand in hand. Because
they absolutely
laughing, how
do.
Are you not? You're happy. Your
you got
heart's
those
happy.
Positive
you're
vibes.
happy. Everything's happy.
Absolutely.
So if we're laughing every day, we're happy every day.
Every day.
I'm with you. Trust me.
Yeah, I completely. That is a philosophy that I've had. Like, by the time I'm my dad's age,
so 25. Yep.
I'll be dead. I'll be dead. Shout out to Coop. He's going to Jamaica on Saturday.
Woo! Jamaica me crazy, Coop.
Yeah, because that's what Jamaica needs is a fucking fat Irishman just walking around.
He's black Irishman.
Black. Oh, John. Yeah, the freckle faced fuck. Mom's gonna look like a native. Mom. They're not gonna let her get on the plane home because she'll be like, no.
I don't think this passport's real.
You work at the resort. Stop.
No, man, this does not look like you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to go back to your home.
But like, I just like my ex-girlfriends didn't think I was funny because I was just a dick. But in reality, if you're funny and if you're always like fucking around, like not taking life too seriously, I think you're gonna be fucking golden.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to take it seriously when it matters. That's really how I look at it.
Yeah. If you guys
that's
so it's communication and humor.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
I think we've
and a great sex life.
Right. Well, I can't provide that, but humor and communicate. I can't provide communication either. Actually.
Okay. Well, if you let me have like something on the side, we'll be great.
Yeah, we have a side dish. Yeah, why not? I don't know why that's not more of a thing. Jealousy and anger.
Well, and not only that, but it just doesn't. It's never just that. I think if it was just that, it'd be one thing, but somebody always catches the feeling. Yeah,
that's the thing, dude. Like, if you bring emotion to it, if it was just a sexual thing, it would make a lot more sense.
Right.
But
it's never just that.
Any guy that watches my show and any guy on the planet Earth is like, what do you want? You mean that I can fuck any girl in the world, but you're gonna tell me somebody's fucking my girlfriend or wife? No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like even after you break up with somebody, the first thing you're thinking is, who's fucking my ex? Right? As a guy.
Yeah.
I
think even girls are like not necessarily maybe who, but it's like they instantly go there like because they don't want no one wants someone else touching the person they're with. I sure as hell don't.
That's so interesting to me.
I don't want someone.
Oh no! I would
fucking day.
I'd run through that fucking wall. Are you kidding? Yeah. But like, it's so interesting to me how that becomes.
Well, I also think this is gonna sound really bad, and
that's okay. We're 38 minutes in. You're good. You popular motherfucker.
It's just my brother.
Excuse me.
Sorry, people. I gotta leave soon. But seriously, like I had, was saying earlier how I wasn't ready to date for a while, so on and so forth. I literally had someone say to me a couple months ago something along the lines of like, I feel like you don't want to kiss me, like we could do stuff, but you don't. Yeah, it may make me sound like an asshole, but to me, I think like kissing is intimate.
Oh yeah.
And, honestly, like if I'm not ready, or I'm not willing to date you or whatever, I'm not saying I won't kiss you, but to me, like sex can be just that. I do think there is making love. Like I've definitely felt the passion and the intimacy with someone I really love, and it's a whole different ballgame. But if I just want to fuck you, I'm sorry. Like I know that sounds terrible.
I'm not
like,
offended. No, trust
me. I know
me.
you're not, but like it was just really funny, and honestly, I should have felt bad when they said it, but I just laughed.
Yeah,
because I was like, I told you that I didn't want that aspect of it,
right?
And I don't know, it's just funny, like
No, I completely understand.
Because I think I really think there's a difference between sex and as corny as it sounds, making love. I think they're two different things because you can have, like you said, you can go have sex with whoever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't faze you or whatever, but if you to actually make love with someone and to feel that intimacy until like when you're doing it, you look at them and you're like, wow, like you matter. That's a big difference.
Yeah, you literally just hit it right in that.
It's not to say that you don't enjoy the sex because if they're good, but they're two different things.
You just said it. You just said it. You matter.
Yeah.
You just said it.
I just think some people don't understand that there's a difference.
If something were to happen to you, it would really bother me.
Correct.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think we fucking nailed it. I think this was a great show. Zach, what the fuck? No, I'm kidding.
He's a good guy.
Plug your shit on Twitter.
On Twitter?
Yeah, you gotta get the people to follow you.
Oh, what's my Twitter name?
You have good shit
Is it
I don't know.
Alexis716?
It is limited.
I think it might be. If not, add a couple of 8s to it. We don't know.
We'll find out.
Ryan's gonna check though. What a nice guy.
Follow me on Twitter @DOTTS27. Also, comment on that's my name.
This guy.
Alexis716.
Woo, I was right.
Follow Alexis716. Follow me on Twitter @DOTTS27. That's my shit for Instagram and all that bullshit that I never post on. Read my site, itstoughlove.weebly.com. We're going to post this tonight and then individual show later on this week. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're the best.
You're the best.
I think we nailed the insight.
I hope so.
And
but that's okay. We can come back for more.
Well, #Positive Saturdays.
And
we're going to do this every Saturday, guys. Positive Saturdays, all day, every day. Keep your head up. You're going to be all right. I promise you that.
Honestly, God bless America.
God bless America.
Seriously, keep it together, guys. We're a great country. We all love each other. Fucking cheers. Positive Saturdays, baby.
Positive Saturdays. It's tough love.